Hello and welcome to the Title Pending Podcast. I am your host, Willow, and today I have another person with me.
Hi, podcast.
She says, hi, podcast. Say what's up, podcast.
I already said hi once.
Say what's up, podcast.
What's up, podcast?
Thank you. I'm going to make all my guests do that.
Oh my
As
God.
if I'm ever going to have another guest after this. It's like, nah, I'm not going to fucking talk to her. She's fucking weird. She's fucking making, what's up, guest? What's up, podcast?
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, this is Haley.
The cat.
The cat is screaming in the background. If you can hear that, it's because I have a brand new fucking microphone.
Can you hear it?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear it in my ears, and I can hear it because he's fucking obnoxious. So if y'all hear that in the background, I'm so sorry. I still gotta figure out the soundproofing of my room, which is gonna be a whole nother project.
You could take out background noise.
At some point, yeah, but like editing is so much.
Regardless.
I'd rather just like have it work in the first place.
Yeah, you're right.
So anyway, this is Haley. Those of you who follow my Instagram know who Haley is. She's supposed to have been on this channel.
Yeah.
Twice now already. We recorded a podcast with my old setup. It was bad and I couldn't use it at all because we couldn't hear half of what we were saying anyway. And then we made a video of me dyeing her hair while intoxicated.
Really?
And I just haven't edited that. So that may one day see the internet. It may not. But it was fun overall. And then I had a breakdown after and was like, this looks stupid on me because I also dyed my hair pink. Not my whole head, but like it looked dumb.
Didn't. It was cute.
It looked dumb. It's gone now though, which I'm really happy about.
That's fair.
But anyway, I had this idea a couple days ago, and I thought it would be better to bounce off of someone. So I asked Haley to come into the studio and drop a few bars.
I'm not helping anymore.
Bars!
I'm not helping anymore.
What the fuck?
I know you don't really hear yourself, but now you hear yourself in high def. Think about it.
Oh, I should shut the fuck up now, huh? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Yeah, it is.
You literally said earlier, what? I like the sound of my own voice? Right.
Narcissism at its finest. Dude, that's why I became an influencer. No, I'm not an influencer. You need to influence people for that to be a thing.
Didn't you have a following? It's kind
when
of
I was 12.
Yeah, but okay, you were a 12-year-old influencer. You were just there before it was a thing. I'm sure you made people emo. I can guarantee it. Look what you did.
Like this video if I made you emo. No, but like we were talking about our favorite TV shows, and I was like, okay, well, I could make this a thing. I could make this an interesting topic, and people could actually like include their own opinions of it. And it's like, I don't know, people watch TV.
Yeah.
Willow, 2019. People watch TV.
No, I don't know. People watch TV.
I don't know. People watch TV. Right? That's what people do. I sound like Mark Zuckerberg. What do the people do?
Lizard human. Ew.
Yeah. So one TV show that I can guarantee we'll be talking about for the majority of this podcast is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Those of you who don't know, you clearly don't fucking know me at all.
Yeah.
I was named after one of the characters on Buffy, Willow Rosenberg, a Jewish lesbian of our generation.
She really... I think she was probably bi, but...
Okay, if Buffy... Okay, I've had this discussion...
Okay.
Many a time with other Buffy fans. If Buffy were made today, she would for sure have been bi.
She should have been.
Yes, but Joss Whedon is biphobic.
Well, yeah, we know that.
So, not even that, but, like, at the time, and, like, I will stand to this. Willow says she's a lesbian, and I will never, like...
Oh, alright, no, that's fair.
Because, like...
You're right, I forgot about that.
Within the show, she's for sure a lesbian.
Yes.
Like, throughout the entire time, because, like, that is, like... I see her as great, like... I'm not a lesbian, but when I, like, thought I was going through that, and I was going through the, like, I'm not attracted to men, I want to identify as lesbian.
Right.
I was like, this is, like, really good, because, like, I've, dated guys, and, like, calling lesbianism, like, not real, because you've dated men in the past before, is just kind of... Yeah,
You're right.
exactly.
You're right.
However, Joss Whedon had other intentions, and that's why, for sure.
Yes.
If Buffy were made by someone else, or made today, when bisexuality is definitely...
I don't even think if it had been made by someone else, because, like... Even
people in the 90s didn't know bisexuality was a thing, though.
Exactly. Even in, like in the sense of Willow and Tara, like, the, I can't speak. Like, they weren't allowed to kiss at all.
Yeah.
They weren't even allowed to make contact with each other.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't even think bisexuality would have flown.
No, because, like, no one knows, like, it was seen as, like, oh, it's a phase, oh, it's a thing you do for
people are still saying people aren't
yeah,
bisexual.
but, like, now, they'd be like, why isn't she bisexual? Like,
exactly.
why? Like, that's a fine thing to be. Like, it's, but, like...
Sexuality's a spectrum.
Yeah, but, like, bisexuality was like, oh, we are not touching that in the media. That's a lot.
Right.
So they were like, okay, let's just make her gay.
Yeah.
It's like, we gotta do something.
Yeah.
So anyway, that wasn't even, like, what we wanted to talk
about.
Nope,
but there it is.
There it is. Lesbian rights up in this bitch. I am peeking the mic, I'm so sorry.
Up in this bitch.
Bi rights as well, but in this case,
You're right, because I said something problematic.
Not on purpose.
No, and you were right, because I forgot that she said explicitly that she was.
She said.
She did. She totally did.
I'm a lesbian.
Yes,
so
she did.
She's a lesbian.
Yep.
Anyway. If that weren't explicitly stated, she would for sure be bi.
Yes.
Like, everyone was here, oh, she's bisexual.
Right.
But, like, they made it a statement on purpose.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a big part of my life. I started watching it when the last season came out when I was 3 years old.
Damn. Yeah.
So, like, I remember watching it when I was, like, I want to say, like, 5 or 6. Which, obviously, I didn't understand any of the importance behind it, but, like, it was part of my life. It was like, oh, Mom's watching Buffy again, I'm gonna watch, but, like, they would play repeats or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch Buffy.
With me, that was a mix of Buffy and Charmed. I would walk in and she would either be watching Buffy or Charmed.
My mom liked Charmed a lot.
I almost got named Piper. Because
that would suit you, I think. Piper Park.
Oh, nope, that's why it didn't happen. That's why it didn't happen.
Well, you were also named Fenway.
No, that was never an official thing. My dad suggested it, and my mom said, absolutely not. If we get a dog, maybe.
If we get a dog, I like that. That would work.
Yeah.
But, Buffy does a lot more than just, like, entertain, I think. I think it was really important as, like, just a statement for women. That sounds so fucking stupid, but, like...
No, but, like, literally that's the point of the show.
It was so empowering at that time. Like, I say this like I was alive when this came out, but, like, even when I was listening to it? No. When I was watching it back when I was a kid, I was like, she's so cool. Like, she's a girl and she still kicks ass. And, like, I obviously wasn't saying that, but, like, you know, I thought it was cool to see a woman in power without the help of, like, men. And, like, yeah, she had guy friends, but, like...
Yeah, but her guy friend was an idiot.
Literally, they made Xander useless, and I loved it. Like, Willow has fucking witchy powers. She's also an incredible science person.
Yeah.
Which goes so unrecognized.
Have I discussed the theory with you that in that show, science is male and magic's female?
No.
There's a whole like, rabbit hole deep dive to it.
In Buffy?
Yeah, because
really?
It's very, like, initiative, all guys, science. Like, season 4 specifically is very science versus magic. So, like, everything science in Buffy almost always has to do with a guy. Like, and not in the sense that it's always guys doing it, but it has to do with, like, some sort of male thing. For example, Willow started out really shy and computer techie when she decided, or not when she decided, but, like, when she discovered that she was a lesbian. What did she switch to? Magic. And she never really did tech again. She did, but it was at the end. And, like, so...
But she wasn't doing men again in the end.
Exactly. So, but, like, she had to turn to tech because she couldn't do magic. So it was kind of like...
Interesting. Oh, is that because Tara died? Oh, spoilers. By the way, this episode is going to contain spoilers.
Yes, that's why.
Is it... What?
It hurts.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you, like, recently finished the show.
Yeah, here's the thing. You watched it when you were... Like, it's weird to me because it affected you so much as a child. And me having watched it, just finished it, like, maybe 2 months ago. Like, it also affected me.
To be fair, I watched it back.
Yeah,
like, I watched it with my mom, episode for episode, when I turned... I think I was 16 when we watched it together.
Even then, that's, like, not young, but, like, young, or not, you know, not little, but younger.
My TV show obsession phase is over. Like, it took me forever to finish Euphoria just because I was so lazy.
Right.
But, like, which is another show we'll get to. But, like, when I was watching Buffy, that was, like, the first show that I binge watched.
Right.
So I, like, was in it. And, like, I was in the fandoms. I was, like, on Twitter, on Tumblr. I was, like, fucking... You know? But I was, like, that was, like, forever ago, and I, like, grew out of it.
When we're done with this to tell you about the girl that I found on Twitter.
Okay. We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
I don't know. It did really impact me at the time, but, like, now it's just, like, like, it's been a part of my life forever, like, to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna get a Buffy tattoo and, like, have this show, like, for, oh, it's so cool. Just
I was thinking about a Buffy tattoo, but, like, kind of for a different reason. Because,
What's
like,
your reasoning?
I want my little 5x5. I really do. But less because, like, for Buffy, more in the sense that I started and finished watching Buffy. That portion of my life is incredibly important. Like, I've met the people that are my favorite people. Like, character development is, like, when I started watching Buffy, I didn't do anything but work at a shoe store, and that was my only confidence. And now, like, I can do whatever.
You developed into a person.
Exactly. Most of my personal development happened during when I was watching Buffy, so that...
You're welcome.
Yeah, well,
no,
definitely.
I'm kidding.
You're definitely a big part of that personal development. You're the person that I met.
It's about to get real gay.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Always. But, like, you know, it's just, it's more to represent, like, and as stupid as this is, because I'm literally still a child, and I've only had 18 years of experience, but that portion of my life is incredibly important to me, because the people that are important to me right now happened during that, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's totally valid. That's, like, a big thing.
Exactly.
So it's something that you, like, want to keep.
Originally, it didn't have any meaning. I was just going to get the 5x5 because, fuck it, I can get a Buffy tattoo.
Yeah, we love Buffy, we love Faith.
Exactly.
Whatever.
And then I was like, but also, it does have a little bit of meaning.
Yeah.
So when my grandmother asks about it, I can spin that.
Yeah, you can, like, just fucking drop those.
My mom helped me with this one. She was like, I was like, it doesn't have any meaning. Mima's going to yell at me. And she was like, no. You got it with your best friend. It has meaning. And I was like, oh, you're right. So.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, which again, you probably don't follow any of my social media because I literally am on it all the time. Haley and I have matching tattoos that we got on Friday the 13th. It's a little flash piece of a demon hand and a human handshake. I thought it was really cute. She picked it out. Like, I was just down to get another tattoo. Like, I'm a fucking sticker pad. It's fine.
It was my first.
Yeah. So, like, whatever. But yeah, no, Buffy is a hugely big part of my life, too. Like, not only going through, like, the shit that I went through in my life in general, which, that's a whole other podcast, dude. On this episode, we talk about our emotional trauma.
Good. I have a video on that already.
Yeah, but, like, more.
Okay.
And, like, bouncing off of someone else.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, no, but, like, Buffy was always a constant for me.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I always saw... And, like, people... Whether you want to believe it or not, Buffy was a huge thing in pop culture.
I'm sure it was.
Like,
it's everywhere. There's, like,
it was referenced and, like, everything. Like, it was referenced
in Friends.
In Friends, in Charmed, in Gilmore Girls, which is another show that was super important to me because it was, like, such a representation of my mom and I.
Oh.
And, like, we watched it together. Team Jess all the fucking way. Do not fight me on this because I will go so in for Jess Mariano. Anyway, that's not important. But Buffy was, like, it's still referenced in things.
Yeah, it is.
Like, just consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And that's awesome, because, like...
It's a timeless show, which is really cool about it. Like, regardless of the fact that aspects of it are very dated, it still is a timeless show.
The apocalypse comes, beat me. Oh my god. Fucking pager.
The best line. I meant more some of the themes or some of the things that go on in the episode, but yes, that also.
Well, there's, like, the physical... What do you mean?
There are some things about the show that I'm like, you couldn't say
that
now.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that, like, ooh, don't say that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But, like...
It just makes you, like, wince for a second, and you're like, wait, this was the 90s.
This is the 90s, this is a whole other thing, yeah. I mean, they're
Not
not being
that it's
outwardly...
excusable, but...
No, but they weren't being, like, outwardly racist.
No. It was never bad.
It's just
something that
and,
didn't
like,
age well. Exactly.
Yeah, and you're just like, ooh, if you said that now, they'd be like, no, maybe don't.
Yeah. Namely the sexism is a lot of it.
Lots of sexism.
Granted, that was, like, a theme of the show, because...
Very true. Which is another thing. Each season had, like, its own, like, theme.
Yeah.
But it was, like, in metaphors.
Every
like,
big bad was a metaphor. Yeah. Or something.
I forget what they were, like... It's like someone analyzed them and was like, this season is this season's that.
The Master was something that had to do... Not with her growing up, but her coming to terms with her abilities.
Acceptance?
Yeah. A lot of them have to do with the stages of grief, too.
Yeah. But, like, why would acceptance be first?
I don't remember. There was a whole chart. I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, it was on Tumblr. It was, like, a whole thing. But they do have that, like, very applicable theme of, like, this season represents this. This is this.
That's why I watch that guy on YouTube, because he does these recaps. And, like, I've seen the episodes, yeah. But seeing
I want to understand them.
No, it's so... This is such a good... There are literally college classes on this show because it is so analyzable, if that's
It
a word.
is, yeah.
And, like, I really just love to get...
Please
like,
take a class in Buffy the Vampire Slayer if you have the chance.
I wish I could. I don't have that class, but I don't remember where it is, but I know there's a school that literally has it because it's technically a film class because...
That's sick.
There's so many aspects of it. It's like reading a book. Like, it's the same as an English class. You take the themes out, you take the symbolism out, you take the whatever. And it's just so... I would love to just spend, like, a month just deep diving into this frickin' show.
Yeah.
And, like, writing
essays on it.
Dude, I could write so many essays on it. Every time I was given a free chance to write an essay in high school was about Buffy when I was watching it.
Yeah, me too. Same. I did that a lot. I referenced things that I was, like, super into at the time. Like, I wrote a fucking thing about Paramore one day. I don't know. Like,
I get to give my next English presentation on Paramore, by the way.
That's something you need to talk to me about later. I can be your consultant on that one. No, but Buffy has been an important part of our lives in, like, very different ways. But, like, still just... If you get the chance to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, fucking watch Buffy. Yeah. Like, I know it's cheesy and, like, really bad with FX and, like, all that shit. That is not important. It makes up for it. The acting's incredible. Sarah Michelle Gellar is a queen.
She didn't get an Emmy, and that's a shame.
I don't want to talk about that. I'm still pissed.
Also, like, regardless of the special effects and stuff, everybody's attractive in the show.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's a big thing with 90s shows.
Down to Dracula, everybody's attractive.
Yes. Yes. Good. Was there, like, a but in that sentence?
No.
Okay, well.
No, regardless of the special effects, like...
Yeah, like, you will find someone to stand.
Yeah, like me. I did. I hooked on to the villain.
Eliza Dushku.
Dushku, like Push.
Douche.
Push.
Douche.
No. I hope she listens to this.
She would never.
I know, but, you know, I can dream. Eliza Dushku, if you're free Tuesday night, hit me up.
Hit me up on Tuesday night when I'm free.
Doing nothing for you.
And I fell in love with James Marsters. Like, immediately.
So did Buffy. Spoiler.
Oh, T. But, like, oh my god, Spike was...
I can't believe... I met him by accident.
I'm still mad at you about that. Your mom knows where it's at.
Yeah, she does.
Shouts out Jan.
Oh my god.
Again. Shouts out Jan. Always.
Mm.
So another show that I wanted to talk about, which is more of, like, I want to go in order of, like, my obsessions.
I can name 4 shows that I know are your shows. Like, when I hear about them, I associate with you.
Go.
Well, obviously Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
Shameless.
Okay.
New Girl.
Okay.
What was the other one? Oh, I had... Oh, Gilmore Girls. That was my 4th. Like, and when I think about those 4 shows now, it's you first.
Gilmore Girls was my shit, dude. I was obsessed. And I don't even, like, know why. Because it was, like... At the root of it... Very tacky.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my whole life was Pretty Little Liars from the ages of 12 to 17. So...
Yeah, but that was, like, a different...
Just as tacky.
Stage. Oh, for sure.
Okay, that's fair.
But, like, Gilmore Girls is, like, 2000s tacky.
Right.
Yours is, like, 2010s tacky.
Right.
Which are 2 very different types of tacky. Mine was very, like, small town, like... Right. Very small set... And, like, very white people and rich and, like, regardless of the fact that it was just a mother and a daughter and, like, a young mom or whatever, they were privileged.
They were sisters.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
They were privileged. Like, they had everything going for them. Like, just a very unrealistic.
It's a good escape.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, like, yours was, like, also the rich aspect, but also, like, in the small town aspect for sure, but, like, also, like, the high schoolers are played by 30-year-olds.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, everybody's hot as fuck.
Yes.
Okay, late 20s. Yeah.
No, well...
Emily's girlfriend was Kendra.
Kendra, yeah. But...
Which was 20 years apart. She looks the same.
That's because she's
insane. She's beautiful.
But Sasha Peterson, who plays Allison, was 12 when they recorded the pilot. Yeah.
That's illegal.
She played...
How old was she supposed to be?
They were 16, I think.
She was 12?
She was 12.
That's insane.
She turned 13 on the set during the first season.
That's dumb as shit.
And then she wasn't in the show until...
Fuck her mother.
Right? She wasn't in the show until she was 18. Yeah, 18-ish, because she wasn't really, like...
Oh, so how old were the rest of them? Because they were the ones who were actually visible.
They were older. They were, I think...
So that means nothing, because Allison wasn't actually in the show yet.
In the first season, she had all those flashbacks. Some of them were...
Really? Wait,
yeah.
I stopped watching.
In the first season, whenever they bring up Allison, they always have a story to tell about her, and it goes into this weird golden flashback. And
oh, yeah. Yep. Okay.
Some of them are kind of frisky. But she was 12, 13-ish. I think the rest of them, I think Lucy was 19, 20 maybe? Yeah. Troyan is the oldest. Troyan was maybe 22.
I was in love with her.
Me too.
She's beautiful.
Buffy for life.
True.
I never shipped Allison and Emily. That was ridiculous.
No, that was forced.
That's where the show ended. It was nasty.
Just bad.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, not talking about bad shows.
No.
Although that wasn't important.
Hugely important for me.
Yeah. That's wild to me.
I had a fan account, 400 followers. I was so proud of it.
You made, like, edits and shit?
Oh, I made so many
Dude,
edits.
I watched so many of those.
Oh.
I loved that shit.
I archived all of them. There's nothing on my channel anymore.
I need to see it.
Okay, fine. We'll do that later. But,
fuck yeah.
but no, what was the other? I literally had tickets to go see Lucy Hale, regardless of the
So did I. Sienna and I had tickets to that.
Literally, like, didn't listen to country music, but I was like, I need to go see her.
Yep.
And then it got canceled.
Yeah, Sienna was the same way. She was like, I want to see Lucy Hale. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, we're gonna go see Lucy Hale.
She saw my fan fiction. Did I ever tell you that?
Who saw your fan fiction?
Lucy.
What?
Because I sent it to her.
She read...
She didn't read it. No. But I Instagram DM'd her.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, here's the thing. I do not know if she read it or whatever. She probably didn't, because I wouldn't. But I was like, it's my birthday, and this is a thing that I wrote about Arya and Ezra, and I'd like you to see it. And I sent it to her. And she liked it. And that was all I got. I was like, okay.
Wait, she liked your message?
She liked it, and she said happy birthday. And that was it.
She said happy birthday to you. That would have been huge. Josh John said happy birthday to me once.
Oh my god. No, dude, it was huge. I came downstairs screaming, and then the next year I got Juliet Sims to do it, and then I met Juliet Sims, and it was great year. Great year. Anyway, so, but yeah, she said it to me, and I was like, oh my god, she liked my message with the link to my Wattpad fanfiction about how Ezra was gonna kill her, and she dated him anyway. So...
What?
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh, I need that.
Bad. I will read it to you eventually.
Like this podcast, if you want us to read the fanfiction.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh,
People can read it if you want to.
We can read excerpts from it.
You know what? Okay, I'm fine with that.
Cool. You're coming over next week. That's what we're gonna
do. Okay.
Like this video if you want to hear that fanfiction.
Dude, I want to do that today.
Okay, we'll record it and upload it next week.
Yes.
All right, it's a podcast. It's happening. You don't even need to like the video because we're gonna do it.
Like the video anyway.
Oh, or we can make it a video.
Oh no, I don't think I will. No. I don't want to blush. We can do it this way, but it stays on lockdown if we're doing videos.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Fine. No video. Just audio. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'll secretly record a video.
She says that as if I'm not sitting directly next to her.
You don't have headphones in. You can't hear me.
That's not how this shit works. You spoke out loud, ma'am.
Fuck.
I hope I'm ridiculous.
I can't believe she saw that. That's funny. I wouldn't read it either if I got something like that.
I hope she did. If I ever meet her, I'm gonna be like, hey, you remember that fanfiction? You read it?
She for sure doesn't remember.
No. But I hope she read it. She and Ian used to read fanfictions all the time because they thought it was hilarious.
Did you send it to her while the show was on? Like,
yeah.
Playing? So she probably might have read that. At least part of it.
Oh my god, I hadn't thought about this. I was obsessed with her mostly. Like, I didn't watch... I watched the show. I loved the show. But most, like, my post... Because I shared the fan account with two of my friends. My posts on the fan account were always Arya. And, like, I used to do
Lesbian.
those... Yeah. I used to do those,
Mine was Spencer.
I used to do those freaking... Like the December... You get a calendar of December, and each day would be a different thing about your fandom or whatever. And I used to do those all the time. I would look for one at the beginning of each month. But, we used to... Yeah, I was obsessed with her, and I used to watch her and Ian. She was my first real hyperfixation, because I watched everything she'd ever been in, including some god-awful horror movie that I don't recommend, and I'm so glad I can't remember. And...
That wasn't The Roommate, was it?
The Roommate? No.
That was someone else.
Yeah. It was,
Another brunette.
Yeah.
I don't know what her fucking name is.
I can't remember which...
You know, I have her face in my head. I don't know her name.
Okay. I'm thinking... Oh, no, I know who you're talking about. But, the real movie is Shutter Island. That's, like, the famous one.
I fell asleep during that movie.
Yeah, it was...
No. Yes, that one.
She was in Fear Island, which was so much worse.
Oh, I bet.
I think she survived till
Was that supposed to be related to that?
What?
Shutter Island?
No.
Okay.
but I can never remember which one's which, and then I remember the Shutter
Island. Oh my god. Shutter Island is, like...
I know, it's real.
It's cinematic,
it's huge, but, like, I just
respected.
never... I don't even... What was the other thing?
Didn't that also, like, take place in Boston?
Sure. I have no idea. She was in Scream 4.
That's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched
the other one I
movie
get
for
it
her.
mixed up with is Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, interesting.
Don't know why.
Those
is
are
Leonardo
two totally different.
DiCaprio
No.
on both of them? No?
No.
There's my knowledge gap for you guys.
Shawshank is a prison movie.
Yeah, and Shutter Island's like an insane asylum movie.
Oh, that makes sense. It is.
Are they both on islands?
I don't know.
I don't know why I relate them. Is it just Shawshank and Shutter?
I guess.
Is that it? That's
I don't
embarrassing.
know. But
There's
anyway,
my
I used to
knowledge
watch her and Ian do... Remember Keeks? Those little videos? Yeah, right?
Oh, I'm triggered.
Keeks.
Keeks.
And YouNows. I had a subscription to YouNow.
YouNow's not as bad for me.
I used to get
Keek.
shouted... Yeah.
Recessed.
I used to get shouted out on YouNow all the time. I would try that.
Oh, I never participated in those.
Oh, I have a really cringy thing to tell you, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. Hang on, I'm going to write this shit
Yeah,
down.
all these knowledge.
What did I tell you in the beginning that I was going to talk to you about? Oh,
shit, what was it?
Oh, the girl that... Fuck, I don't remember.
Nope. Don't dox anybody.
I'm not gonna.
Girl that what?
I can't remember, but it had something to do with...
We'll go back and listen to it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So what was the thing we just discussed?
Shit. Oh, fuck.
I was gonna tell you... Oh, about my cringy you now interaction.
Yes, okay. Dude, we can do a whole thing on celebrity encounters that have been awkward.
This
like,
is
I literally
I do
mentioned...
not want to admit that I stand for a while.
Like, my thing with Bo Burnham.
Yeah, but he's not, like, problematic now.
I told him.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, you like someone who, like...
I used to.
Was it Onision?
No.
Okay. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Anyway, so moving on from Pretty Little Liars.
Yes, my bad.
No, you're fine. That was, like, a good tangent to go on, because, like, I'm gonna go on one. Right. I don't know if you can, like... I mean, you could probably add to it. Shameless.
I only know base level knowledge of Shameless because my mom used to...
Oh, I could go in on Shameless. This is
I know
not...
that.
Okay, this is not a show that aged well.
No.
It's gonna be on its 10th season.
Damn.
This year?
I didn't know it was that old.
I started watching when they were on they hadn't put their 6th on Netflix yet. It had come out, but it wasn't out on Netflix yet, so I was, like, in the good...
Right.
Like, right when it ended.
Right.
Being good. I believe. It might have been the 7th season. I could probably go back and check. I don't know. But I remember loving one of the side characters.
Which one?
Mickey Milkovich.
One that I don't really know because I never watched the show when he was in it.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
He started in season 1. Believe it or not, he was in season 1.
I know his face.
Noel Fisher?
Yeah.
I love him. He's in, what's he, like, known for?
I remember recognizing him in something.
I don't know.
I just know him as the kid that you like from Shameless.
That's valid. But, like, he played Mickey, who was, like...
I thought he was a sibling.
No.
Oh.
He was Ian's boyfriend.
Oh! Okay.
Who was closeted for the first...
I have seen episodes with him in them. Yep.
He's fucking incredible.
Yes.
The best dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, best, like... Obviously didn't finish high school character
I
ever.
remember that whole him and Ian thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Another thing I really wanted to go into was mental illness representation.
Whew.
Which we can also go into it with Euphoria.
Yeah.
But, like...
Euphoria's a conversation.
But Shameless did a really good job of bipolar disorder.
Interesting.
Because Ian was diagnosed with it in, like, the 4th or 5th season.
I remember that.
And I remember around that time also going through my own diagnosis and feeling very connected to Ian. And I needed that at that point in my life, which was, like, I don't know. Because, like, that show definitely didn't age well. Ian's not a good character anymore, and it sucks. But, like, that whole thing of, like, him, like, understanding what his illness was and, like, how his mom had it and, like, how he had to heal and everything was just so necessary for me to, like, go through. And, like, seeing how Mickey dealt with it and, like, as someone who loved him was also, like, really cool to see. Because, like, I was, like, led to believe up to that point that, like, people with bipolar disorder are very alone and very hard to handle, and people, like, don't like them, and, like, they eventually end up killing themselves, which is a big thing I've noticed in, like, mainstream media when they're doing mental illness things. If it's not depression or anxiety, the person who has the mental illness is either quote-unquote psychotic or crazy. Like, if you have schizophrenia, that word is automatically meaning, like,
crazy.
You're crazy, and, like, you like, need a straitjacket. Not the case. Bipolar disorder was usually like, oh, they're, like, unpredictable.
Right.
or they were bipolar, now they're dead, type of thing. Which sucked. Because, like, I didn't know what I had, but, like, I knew that the people they were talking about were a lot like me.
Yeah.
So, I was like, oh, like, that's my future? I'm gonna die? Fucking sick. Like, that gives me a lot of, like, no anxiety about my future or anything like that. You know what I mean? So
it's not good. It's not healthy.
No. Like, seeing that shit in the media and, like, how mental illness is, like, seen as demonic. Or, like, oh, this person was said to be possessed by the devil, but they just had fucking schizophrenia. Right. Like, that's bullshit. You're like, that's so damaging.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shameless didn't do that.
Yeah.
They made it, like, normal. And, like, and they showed the realism of it. Like, they showed some really hard stuff, too. Like, Ian's mother on Thanksgiving, like, trying to kill herself. I don't want to, like, go in depth about that episode, but, like, she, like, left the dinner table when everybody was having a good time. And she... Trigger warning! Also, in this episode, I'm gonna put trigger warning and spoiler alert in the title, but trigger warning, she ended up, like, attempting suicide in the kitchen.
Oh.
With a fucking... We don't need to talk about it. But it was like... And then everybody came in and saw it.
Right. And
so that's, like, a dark...
Yeah.
Really dramatic representation, but they also showed, like, how people can get help for that. And, like, the realistic...
The afterwards that nobody ever shows.
And, like... what people go through in mental hospitals, how they really feel, and, like, the medication that they're on, and, like, all that other stuff. Which is, like, super important, I think, because a lot of people go through that stuff, and, like, they don't know what the fuck, like, they just see it as, like, oh, you're sick, like, you're fucking crazy, don't come near me.
Right.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
So, it felt good to, like, not see that in a decently popular TV show. And by, like, season 8, it was just garbage.
Yeah.
Trash garbage. Mickey left the show, went to Mexico, and they were like, oh, peace, bye! And now he's back.
He's back, I saw that.
Yeah, he was arrested at the end of season 5 for attempted murder. Just casually.
You know.
Because he was working on other projects.
Oh,
like Noel was, so they would, like, instead of, like, you know, guaranteeing that he'd have a spot, they just wrote him off.
Yeah.
Because fucking whatever.
Glad it's better that they wrote him off and not killed him off, though. Cause,
that's true.
Yeah.
But, like, it was so fucking stupid. And then they decided, oh, we're like, losing viewers. Let's bring him back. Because he was a fan favorite.
Well, yeah.
Fan favorite. My fan favorite. Big
you are the fan, it was your favorite.
Yes. But, like, there was, like, a whole group of people who were like, what the fuck? Like, you're destroying the show. Mm-hmm. And this would be better. This would be better.
I feel the same about, regardless of not watching it a lot, I feel the same about, Emmy Rossum. Like, I love her.
Yeah.
Her character's become kind of... They're doing a good job of making me want her to go, but, you know.
Oh, she's gone.
I know she is, but they did a good job at the end of the season.
I didn't care.
I literally did not care about her anymore.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
They ruined her character.
Yeah.
But Emmy deserves, like, whatever she wants. So if she's done with Shameless, she's done with Shameless. That's totally fine.
I remember that's the first reason I started watching Shameless, because I came downstairs and the girl that I only knew as Christine from the Phantom of the Opera was on the screen, and I was like, Mom, that's Christine.
She's beautiful.
She is.
But, like, no, they brought him back as escaping from prison.
Oh, that's not good.
No, bad storyline, whatever. But, like, still awesome to see him back and, like, himself, and, like, it was awesome to see that relationship come back. And then he left at the fucking end of the season to Mexico, and now he's back again, because Ian's in prison with him.
Oh my god.
Like, fucking what?
I forgot Ian went to jail.
Because he blew up a fucking van.
Yeah, he did.
Stupid. Stupid. And now they're doing they're rewinding on the whole... Like, oh, we made this awesome character with, like, a story. Mm-hmm. Now he's just like, oh, have you taken your meds? No, you're crazy. Yeah. Like, you just threw away 5 seasons of development for no fucking reason. So I stopped watching it. I was just like, you know, this is bullshit.
I haven't seen it since... The most recent thing I can remember watching is Kevin getting a vasectomy.
Holy shit.
So funny.
Yeah. Dude, Kevin and V are keeping that show alive.
Honestly, the only reason I still watch it.
I love them. Oh my god. There's Kevin... No, fucking...
I saw him in another movie the other day. I was like, oh my god, it's Kevin.
Oh my god. He was in Roseanne. That's so funny to me. Steve Howie, dude. Such a funny guy. I enjoy him.
What's really funny is that the beer that Frank drinks sounds a lot like a brewery that we have where I live. So, like...
What? Really?
Yeah, I'll get it more into depth that later. But the brand is very similar to and my dad drinks it a lot, so every time he drinks it, I'm like, oh, no, not the same thing. Like, it pops into my mind.
No. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny. So Euphoria is the
this
last one.
is a conversation that I am ready to have, because I just finished it.
It.
Kind of. I finished it for the second time.
So do you want to explain what Euphoria is? Because this is your fault. Because you got me into the show.
Is it? Oh, yeah. It totally is.
Yep.
I don't want to do it, Okay, I'm going to try my best. Okay. So, without completely not doing this show justice, because it is so much more than I can describe it as, Euphoria is a show about a bunch of characters, but mainly focused about Rue, who is played by Zendaya, first of all. And is she... how do I start with Rue? Rue's got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Rue...
She starts as a train wreck. Yes. Like, this isn't a developed thing.
That's the best part
of the show is she is a train wreck from the beginning.
Yes, because Rue... The show starts with her having just ended her stint at rehab for an addiction. Yeah, for an overdose because of her addiction, which is to
pills?
Just drugs in general. Sometimes it's pills.
It's mostly pills.
It's mostly pills. Yeah, you're right.
Because she started taking them because of her dad.
Right. So it's about Rue. Rue has a lot going on.
She's a piece of shit.
Just not even. Well, yeah.
Yeah, she's a piece of shit.
Until she meets the lovely Jules, who...
Wait, whoa.
What?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
She's like out of rehab doing drugs immediately.
That's most of the...
She has asked her friend to pee for her 3 days after getting out of rehab.
Right.
Like, that's how much of a piece of shit she is.
You are... Wow, I really just didn't pay attention. Yes, you're right. She's not good.
No.
And then
she meets Jules.
Who
is Jules? Hailey?
Jules is played by Hunter Schafer, who is a trans woman playing a trans woman.
Woo! I love that!
Honestly, it's just the best part of the show. But
she's also just beautiful.
She's also just gorgeous. The thing I noticed about watching the show second time, the best part of the show, and I wish more shows did it, her gender does not come up once. The biggest asshole on the show does not use her gender against her once. Nope. She is always a she. She is just Jules.
No cheap shots.
She is not Jules, who is a trans girl. She is just Jules. And even, like, the dude you'd expect to comment on it says nothing. She's always a she with him.
Which is sick.
It's great, because...
You can be an asshole and still be,
You can be an asshole and still be respectful, yes. Yeah. But even, like...
Which is crazy.
It's good to the show where, like, that's not a plot point, because it's a plot point in everything else.
Right. Every other show that has any sort of trans person in it. Or gay person sometimes.
Yeah. Anything that is different from heteronormativity is a story.
And it's not.
Hers is only relevant when it's, like, at the beginning of each episode, it tells the story of a character, and you get a little flashback into their life,
right.
And Jules has an episode. That's the only time we hear anything about her transition, whatever.
Because it's part of her history.
It's part of her history, and it's literally only a small point.
Yes.
Like, it's
like,
not...
they mentioned, like, oh, she has... But they're not, like, constantly talking, like,
Literally.
She has to go to gender therapy.
Like,
she's getting bottom surgery. Oh, she's doing this.
Exactly.
Oh, she's doing that. It doesn't fucking matter.
You see her inject an estrogen for, like once. Only once. And, like,
just
to... It's at the very first episode. It's before Rue has even met Jules. So it's kind of just to push the point home, because she passes really well also, is Jules is a trans girl, but we're not going to talk about it.
We're going to, like...
Exactly.
We're not going to talk about... No, it's not shameful, though.
No.
It's not like
It's not like she's hiding it, either. She has the best...
Hailey likes to interrupt me sometimes.
I'm sorry.
See, now I forget what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's not like, it's not like they're avoiding it on purpose. It's like, it's not, hey, you're trans, but we're not going to talk about it, because that's not what the show is about. It's just like, we're not going to talk about it because it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because you're still a person.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether you were what you are the same way now. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Granted, I am not trans.
No, neither am I.
So, if we're saying anything that is problematic to anyone who does...
Let us know.
Understand what this whole thing is and means, and you watch the show, that would also be super helpful. Let me know, so I don't say stupid shit. But I don't think I'm saying anything stupid.
No.
Just that, the show is super, like, aware of itself, I feel.
It is. It's very... I didn't even notice it until Grimmy pointed it out while we were watching it. And she was like, wow, they haven't talked about it once. And even Nate hasn't commented on it. And I was like, oh my god, you're so right. I didn't even notice that.
Nate is the villain of this show.
Oof.
To the point where if they try to give him a redemption arc, I'm not watching it.
Nope, done.
Because he is...
They kind of tried to at the end.
I don't...
With him and Maddie. Except they didn't. They pushed it home that he was a nasty human, and then she dances with him in the prom episode, and she literally tells him everything that is wrong with him. She hugs him and she's like, you're an abuser, I don't like the way you make me feel, whatever, and he's dancing with her. All he can say to this is, I know, and she goes, we shouldn't be together, as she's crying and dancing with him, and he says, I know, and that is the last you see of the two of them. So, like...
So what's the scene with him and his dad at the end?
That was before the dance.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to give Nate... more of a backstory than he deserves.
Yep.
He is the son of... What is he?
He's a...
McSteamy.
Yeah, from
Grey's Anatomy. But he's, like, this important figure because it takes place in a small town, and, like, he's local politics or something with the school.
He owns most of the real estate in the town. He built, like, half the town.
So real estate agent.
Yeah.
You know, just bigwig, old money type career. Nate is... the nastiest of the white men.
To give you high school show context, he is the captain of the football team. He is the most popular guy in school. Everybody wants to be him or fuck him. And now you know exactly who Nate
But he's
is.
a sociopath.
He is a sociopathic, crazy person.
And not in the way that, like, we talked about being, like...
No.
No, he's, like... no emotion.
His dad says something
no remorse.
at the beginning of the show that I really didn't hear the first time. But he was when he's talking to the guy in the hotel room. Sorry, the person in the hotel room, regardless. Yeah. And he says something like, I don't know what to do about my sons. They have so much rage in them. And I was like, yeah. It's not really that he's a sociopath. He's just angry at everything.
He wants to be the complete opposite of his dad. Because, okay, the story with him is his father cheats on his wife. His father cheats on his mom.
Yeah. Should we use their names?
I don't know their names.
Cal and Nate's mom.
Cal is Nate's dad.
Yes.
Cheats on Nate's mother, who doesn't have a name.
Right.
With
people he finds on Grindr.
Yes. Including Jules.
Including Jules.
Which is a plot point that we can talk about later.
It's the first episode, yeah, it's the whole thing.
But, like, Jules is one of the people that Nate's father has had an affair with.
Yes.
A one-night stand, whatever. Yes. He records these one-night stands, which is...
Which I don't think they ever discussed. He didn't tell Jules that either. If he has one on Jules, he never told her.
Yeah, is that gonna be a plot point of, like, does he ask permission? Do the women know?
They also never talk about the fact that Maddie watched it.
Maddie watched what?
One of the discs. She found it in a book on Nate's dresser.
Oh,
took
yeah.
it and watched it.
Yeah.
So there's a couple things that aren't touched
So season
yet.
2.
Yeah.
Get on that, HBO. I need answers. But anyway, he records himself, and they're usually gay men.
Yes.
So that's a bit of, like,
yeah,
his own ignorance. But, like, and does Nate know that Jules is one of them?
Yeah, because she
told him.
She told him.
But, like, has he seen the video? Is there a video?
Yeah, I think he has. Beforehand. Because that's how he found out in the first place. Because that's why he started Tyler one, whatever.
Is that why? I thought he liked Jules.
No.
Oh, he did it to fuck with her.
Exactly, because I...
Oh my god, my life has changed.
Yeah, because
I thought he really liked her, and then he was going to do that if she rejected him.
That's what I thought, too, until he confronts her at the lake thing during the carnival episode.
Yeah.
Because he literally says all these nice things that any guy could say, and then at the end, when she doesn't give him the right answer, he immediately flips.
Yeah.
And his ulterior motive is there. So I think it could be that he was actually in love with Jules, but I don't think he was. I think maybe he started that way, and then he was playing her. Like a fiddle.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
So basically he makes this fake Grindr account and pretends to be a person he's not.
Also pretends to be, I noticed it, but I don't think I really, like, clocked it. But Tyler's the kid that he beats to a pulp.
Tyler is the person who he believes raped
Which he technically
Maddie.
did because she's 17.
I'm gonna stop talking. I'll let
Sorry, continue.
you lead the conversation. He and Maddie made out at a party. Tyler and Maddie. Maddie is Nate's ex-girlfriend. And then Maddie said something about him abusing her or raping her.
It was rape, I think.
It was rape. In the pool because she was unconscious or whatever. Because she said she just lied to Nate.
She lied fully.
She said, "Oh, I was unconscious when that happened. I don't remember that. Whatever." She does. She wasn't, and she asked for it.
Right.
Literally, with her words, gave consent, not
she
asked for it.
She is, however, 17.
Yes.
So it's still statutory.
But they also didn't fuck.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. They never actually did that. Yeah.
He didn't know she was 17.
He didn't
Making
know.
out is still problematic, but he did not rape her. He did not rape her.
Nope.
And she knows that he did not rape her.
Yeah.
But she told Nate that he raped
did.
her.
Yes.
And Nate went psycho berserk, beat the shit out of him, broke his neck, told him, if you don't turn yourself in, I'm going to ruin your life, pretty much. And then took that name, because he started, the same night that he beat that kid up.
At the end of that episode.
So he was like, oh, I'll use that name. And then started talking to Jules on Grindr. But he didn't know that she was on Grindr.
Jules?
Did he? Did Nate know that Jules was on Grindr?
No, and I also, you're right.
So that's why I feel as though this started as, him being closeted and not wanting to be like his dad.
Yeah. Alex also pointed this out to me because when Maddie's looking through his phone and she sees all the dick pics, obviously they're not all Jules. I don't think
they're
any
not
are
Jules.
No.
They're all Nate.
No, because they're different ones. They're
so he didn't
his.
actually send pictures of his dick.
No, I think you're right. He was just on Grindr, participating on Grindr.
So he probably,
I don't think he fucked anybody else, but he was definitely back and forthing.
So do you think those were his dick?
No, not all of them, at least. Some of them were different. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is what
Why
makes
would
me
he
agree.
save dick pics?
I don't know.
That's nasty.
It's what makes me agree with you that he wasn't just on Grindr to find Jules.
Yeah.
Because why would...
Because, he didn't know she was on Grindr.
Right.
Unless he did.
Unless...
But I don't...
Because... If you think about
Does he know his dad's on Grindr?
That's the thing.
And he...
They get the
But
same
he
results.
didn't know that his dad fucked Jules until after that whole thing.
Until after the Tyler thing?
Yeah. I think.
Yes, you're right, because he found out during.
Yeah, I remember, because I remember Jules walking up to Cal at this chili thing and freaking him out. But Nate had no... Yeah, he figured that out after.
Yeah.
Okay, so, basically the show is a fucking nightmare to, anybody who hasn't seen it. So if you know what I'm talking about and, you're really frustrated with us because we're not coming to a point that you want to talk about, please comment below if you've seen the show, and we'll try to, I don't know, maybe do a full podcast on just Euphoria, but, oh my god, I could go on for hours about how crazy the show is. Nate is basically, he wants to be nothing like his father is his main thing. Mm-hmm. He has daddy issues. Mm-hmm. And he has so much rage.
Severe.
And, to the point where he doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. Strangles his girlfriend.
Yeah. And then...
And, abuses her.
Yeah. He grabs her by the head later, which I didn't remember.
Yeah, at the carnival. And
not even that, no. When
What?
That's when he, chokes her, but, when they are... It's a quick cut, I think in either the 7th or 8th episode, but they're about to have sex, and he doesn't, his dick isn't hard, and so she's like, is your dick not hard? And he's like, I'm just give me a second, and she's like, no, and then, he walks away, and she's like, why am I gonna date you if you can't even,
if you're not attracted to me.
Exactly, and whatever. And then she says something about, she calls him on the dick pics, and she's like, it's okay, sexuality's a spectrum, nobody's 100% straight. And then he's like, say it again, and he goes up and grabs her face, and then he goes into the bathroom and jerks off to himself in the mirror.
He's a fucking pervert.
Because he's so,
he's not attracted to Maddie, he's attracted to, the power.
Himself.
And the power that he holds over her.
Yeah.
Maddie's problem, I think, is just image. She cares so much about, the way people see her.
Yeah.
That's why she doesn't, break up with Nate.
Mm-hmm.
She, needs the validation, which sucks.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get out of abusive relationships, but, I'd be so scared he'd kill me.
Yeah. She is, half the time.
I mean, yeah.
She tells Cassie about it. At some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She mentioned something about, fuck.
She says something about, it's a conversation they're having. And she mentioned something about, do you think you could kill me or something? It's not...
Oh, yeah,
it's not that blunt, but it's something like that.
Yeah, she
she
calls
alludes
him.
To it, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, you could probably kill me.
Mm-hmm.
because, like, she knows she's vulnerable.
Exactly.
Which sucks. And then we have Kat.
Ugh, Kat.
Who I went back and forth on not liking.
Me too.
Because she was a bitch in the middle of the season for no reason.
Kat at the beginning, the cutest, like,
sweetest.
Even her little, like, glow-up moment.
Yeah.
Is like,
when she first started doing her cam stuff.
Exactly. Hell yeah, Kat. You do you. Middle of the season, she got too cocky and her ego inflated.
Yeah.
And she just pushed everybody away. Which, I get. Reasonable. But, bitch.
Yeah, she was so mean.
Good person. Especially to poor little Ethan.
Oh, poor Ethan. Ethan was the kid who, like, actually liked her.
Yeah.
And was, like, a little dorky and, like, the way she was in the beginning.
Exactly. He was very... Actually, yeah, it's probably
shy.
supposed to parallel that.
Yeah.
He was very shy and he was very, like, cutesy. He's the guy any girl would want.
And she was, like, at this point, a very sexual...
Exactly.
Like,
and
liberated woman.
She had already, like, gotten past the whole... She's already at the I can have whoever I want part. Why would I want
cocky,
you?
Yeah.
She also has experienced enough guys to be, like, without herself getting any pleasure, to be, like, there's never any relationship that follows, so she is, at this point, thinking, like, I'm not dating, I'm just fucking. Yeah. And so when he doesn't want to just fuck, it kind of scares her.
Yeah. Like, after they make out or whatever, after he, goes down on her, and, like, that's the first time she actually feels something.
Exactly, because his first thing
because she's also, like, romantically attracted to him, so that helps a little.
She just doesn't know how to process it.
Right. She doesn't know what to do.
Right.
So, basically, first of all, she is in possession of child pornography because she's 17.
Yep.
Which is not good. She becomes a cam girl, pretty much, because of something someone says to her. I think they took a video of her having sex for the first time.
Yeah, and then somebody
put
it on Pornhub, and, like, it got a huge amount of, like, likes and views, and people were commenting.
Right.
Like, oh my god,
and she has that
validation. Spit
validation.
on me. Yeah.
Yeah, she has that same validation issue, because, like, when she was younger, she wrote, like, fan fiction, and she was, like, the most popular person in the One Direction fandom or whatever, and, like, she loved that she had that attention on the internet from people she didn't know, and then she got that again in a more sexual way, so she kept doing it.
Exactly.
So basically, Euphoria is fucked up. We didn't even get to the whole, like, plot of the show outside of Nate's character.
No,
which is basically,
show.
like, Rue and Jules falling in love, and, like, Rue dealing with her addiction, and, like, also having to deal with Nate and, like, the evils of...
It's kind of all over the place, I noticed. Yeah. And, like, not all over the place in a bad way, but, like...
Covers a lot.
Each character has their own storyline.
Yeah.
While also intersecting with everybody else's.
Yeah. And, like... It works, but you have to pay attention.
Like, each character is in every episode, doing their own thing most of the time, but it all coheres well. Yeah. Whether that be they go to school together, or, like, this person did something to this person, which this person heard about, and then told this person, whatever. Like, it's all connected, but not in a very blunt way, where it's, like a kid's cartoon, where everything is connected, and you know exactly why, because it's spelled out for you. Yeah.
Yeah, this is more of a, like, if you pay attention, everything will make sense.
Exactly.
Because it's not a hard show to follow if you pay attention, but, like, if you, like, miss an episode, you're fucked.
Watching it 2 times helped a lot, because, like, now I noticed things while I was watching it that I did not notice before.
Right.
Like,
I was so focused on the plot, like, there was a lot of stuff that I missed.
Yeah, like, I had to absorb first, and now I can observe.
Yeah.
But, like, Kat, during the Halloween party, sleeps with a guy, and then I didn't even, like, realize it, but she's like, do you remember when we dated in elementary school? And he's like, no. And then, having just watched her whole episode, where it, like, goes into her backstory about the kid that she dated in elementary school, is like, oh, it's the same kid.
Oh, the kid that, like...
The Ted Bundy kid that goes to the Halloween party as Ted Bundy and goes with Cassie. Daniel is the same Daniel from when she gets back from vacation and breaks up with her.
And, like, has gained, like, 20 pounds. Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Right? Yeah.
Yo! Doesn't he, like, also become, like, a really bad person?
Yes, because then he tries to get
Cassie to go down on him or something stupid.
He tries to sleep with Cassie, and Cassie's like, I can't have a boyfriend.
Cassie is another great character, who everybody sees as a slut when she's not a slut.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot she got an abortion too.
Ooh, yeah. Yep, that was a hard episode to watch.
But, well, yeah, he tries to get Cassie to sleep with him, and she's like, I don't want to do this, I have a boyfriend, and he's like, you came to a party dressed like that? And you're gonna expect me not to hit on you? You don't have a personality. People just want to fuck you. Nobody wants to date you. He's like, any guy that tells you he likes you is just trying to fuck you, and you need to get over that. And then that makes her question her whole relationship, and she goes into a downward spiral and whatever. Her sister, Lexi, is a queen of all queens.
She's in love with Rue. I'm gonna call that right now.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. Calling it.
I think it's more the friendship thing. As stupid as that is, I think she's just... Cause
she cares about Rue.
She does. She cares...
But they don't... Rue doesn't give a fuck.
No. I think Rue cares about Lexi more now, because they've rebonded their friendship, especially, like, with the whole Detective Rue thing. But,
yeah.
So
that was so cute.
But yeah, I don't think she's in love with her. I think there is love there that wasn't before, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
right. I like their friendship a lot.
Yeah.
So anyway, watch Euphoria if you haven't already. Watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You could take or leave Shameless.
Yeah.
Pretty Little Liars, if you like.
Watch it. Watch it. Experience my pain.
When I got stoned with Tirza, I went on a 20-minute rant about One Tree Hill. Which I can't really go on again in full detail, but because, okay. Maybe I can.
Alright, I never watched One Tree Hill.
Okay, so buckle up. Neither did Tirza.
Okay.
This show was not as important to me as any of the other shows we talked about today, but it's something that I want to mention because it was so 2000s.
I mean, yeah.
And I love the 2000s. So if you're, like, into that type of aesthetic of, like, wearing lingerie shirts as t-shirts, and that's, like, your thing, please watch One Tree Hill, because that's all it is. So basically, One Tree Hill is another small-town high school drama.
Mm-hmm.
So Tree Hill is where it takes place.
Oh! Okay, that makes sense. Alright, that makes the show name...
It's not a real place.
No, but, like, now the title makes sense.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out why it was called that. Basically, it's about two half-brothers. We have the older one, Lucas Scott.
Mm-hmm.
So Lucas Scott is a mama's boy, single mother. Not poor, but not, like, well-off either.
Right.
So his mom runs a cafe in Tree Hill, whatever. It's really cute. His best friend is Haley. Yeah.
That's me.
And then...
Wait, how does she spell it?
Haley.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no.
No I.
No.
Anyway, his best friend is Haley. And then his dad, Dan Scott, abandoned him and his mother. Didn't even leave the fucking town.
Oh my god.
Married another woman, had Nathan, who was his half-brother.
Right.
Nathan is a fucking piece of shit in the first season. You didn't hear how bad that was, but I did. Nathan Scott is douche of all douchebags. Star basketball player, cocky, knows it, whatever. First of all, star basketball player being a white kid, bullshit.
You've never lived where I lived.
Thank God. Dude, white people knowing how to do anything is bullshit
star basketball
to
player
me.
was also, like, our football captain.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking hear that. That's bullshit. Anyway, star basketball player. His girlfriend is Peyton.
Ew.
I love Peyton. Shut up.
Okay, with the name.
But
no offense to anybody named Peyton.
he treats her like shit. Trash garbage. Horrible to her. I'm just establishing the characters right now, okay?
Yes.
So, Peyton is this alternative manic pixie dream girl.
Never mind, I love Peyton.
You would love Peyton. Curly hair, super into, like, music or whatever. And again, this is the early 2000s. She likes Fall Out Boy, and she's indie for it. Her best friend is Brooke Davis. Brooke Davis.
She's so cute. Continue.
Queen of all queens.
Right.
Love of my life. Biggest bitch in the first season. Worst, horrible, vindictive, evil, garbage. Do you know who Sophia Bush is?
Yeah, you showed me her once. Because, yeah.
That's who Brooke Davis is. Best woman in the world, whatever.
Oh, she's so cute. Anyway.
Bitch is not listening to me.
I am listening to you.
I'm gonna make you watch the show. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you.
Please, no.
It's 9 seasons.
Fine, then you have to watch,
I'm not watching Pretty Little Liars.
No, that's reasonable. You have to watch, Veronica Mars.
I was gonna anyway.
Good. Read it together.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
Brooke Davis is vindictive, horrible, whatever.
Can I talk about Veronica Mars after?
Yeah, after.
Okay.
These people all live in the same town.
Dear God.
By the end, Peyton has married Lucas, Haley has married Nathan, Brooke marries outside their friend circle. Yeah, exactly. They literally switch girlfriends.
No, I thought
they
Nathan was dating. Wasn't they?
No. Lucas and Haley were friends.
Right.
Best friends.
Yes.
Haley marries Nathan by the end of the show.
Jesus.
Peyton and Lucas move away.
Okay.
Married.
Uh-huh. Dear God.
Yeah.
This has the same energy of my mom trying to explain Dawson's Creek to me.
I want to watch Dawson's Creek.
Oh my God, she's in love
But
with it.
basically, not only did Dan not even leave the town to give a second family everything, all his money, everything. They were rich, they had whatever.
Damn.
And abandoned Lucas and his mother to, like, fend for themselves. But they switch girlfriends! Like, how small does this town have to be?
Is Nathan still a piece of shit?
No.
Okay.
No, he becomes one of the most likable characters in the show.
Okay.
Him and Brooke have the best character development in that show. But basically, there's Keith, who is Dan's brother, who is in love with Lucas's mom, who is a great guy. He's not rich, but he's, like, super cool. Like, money's a big part of the show.
Yeah.
He doesn't have status either. He dies. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how, because...
Wait, I want to know.
School shooting.
Oh.
Yeah, you know who shoots him? Dan.
Oh.
His brother. Yeah.
That's a big X.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch that one.
Yep. You know why? Because Dan thought he was trying to kill him in a dealership fire. He wasn't.
No.
You know who set that fire? Lucas!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't know who these people are.
Lucas is...
No, I know.
His son!
Yeah. Oh. Holy shit.
Yeah, and he was so sick of him that he literally tried to kill him.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, that's not true.
Yeah, wait, what?
No, that's not true. I don't think it was Lucas. I think it was Deb, who is his wife. His second wife.
I'm so confused.
Deb is Nathan's mom.
Okay. Uh-huh.
My mom and I were screaming at the TV by this point. This is the 3rd season. Out of 9.
Oh my god, there's 9.
Nathan gets kidnapped in the last season.
What?
It's so fucking stupid. But basically, this show's a fucking nightmare.
Okay.
Peyton gets a stalker at one point.
Ooh.
Who, like, pretends to be her brother.
Ooh.
And, like, is like, oh my god, you have, like, a long-lost brother. I'm your long-lost brother. She does have a long-lost brother by the end of the episode.
It ain't him, though.
It ain't him. It really is not him. He stole this kid's identity.
Oh, Jesus.
Pretended to be this person, moved into her school, followed her, tried to kill her, pretty much.
Oh
or,
my
like,
God.
tried to rape her.
Ugh.
Really bad.
Yucky.
Yeah, it was so hard to watch. My mom and I were, like, holding each other.
Oh.
And, like, we were, like, locking the doors
I
by the
don't
end
know
of
if
the
I
episode.
want to watch this show.
It was a lot, but it was, like, so overwhelmingly bad that it was good.
Yeah.
Like, so cheesy. Do you know who Gavin DeGraw is?
Yes.
He has the theme song for the show.
Oh,
I don't
cool.
wanna be anything
Oh,
other
that's
than
for that
what I've been
show?
trying to be
I've
lately.
heard, oh my god.
I don't...
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And he was in a few episodes.
Oh my god.
I feel like he was also a producer of the episode.
Oh my god. Why
He
did I
has
know
to
that
have
song? My mom had it on her iPod. And now I know why.
I don't wanna be anything other than what I've been trying to be.
We should go back to covers.
I don't know about that. After that cover, I don't think so. But yeah, that is One Tree Hill for you, and there's so much more to that I feel as though you would, like, scream at your TV if you were to try to watch it.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it now.
It's so fucking good. Watch it with Alex. You can both suffer together, and then tell me how bad it is.
Okay.
And I'll watch it on my own, and we'll, like, discuss.
Okay.
Do you have any...
Veronica Mars.
Yes.
So, Veronica Mars was my Buffy.
Okay.
It was, like, whereas my mom watched Charmed, and I watched Charmed with her, that was more along the lines of early stuff, where I didn't really, like, I used to go into my mom's room when I was, like, 4, while she was getting ready for work, and I'd sit on her bed, and she would get ready in the background while I watched Charmed, because it was just what was on the TV.
Yeah.
So, like, Veronica Mars was when it ended in 2005, maybe, so I was only 4, but, like, we used to watch the reruns all the time, and we have the DVDs, so... because it was also a her and my aunt thing, because my aunt is 18 years younger than my mom. So my aunt and I are technically closer in age than she is to my mom.
That's crazy to me.
Or my aunt and I are, yeah. So, regardless, my aunt was 10 or 11-ish. No, older than that.
She's like your older sister.
She was like, yeah. She was like 15-ish when the show ended, so she had most of her, like, it was a little bit old for her, because there's a lot of themes in Veronica Mars that are a little bit older than they probably should have been, but, like, she watched it, so it was more of my mom and her thing, and I happened to be there, and then, as I got older, I got more into it. So, Veronica Mars is me and my mom's thing. When Hulu redid it, we watched it all together. It ended stupid. Hulu, if I could sue you for emotional damage, I would, because fuck you for ending the Veronica Mars reboot like that. I did not sign up for that shit. Anyway, so, pardon my French, but fuck Hulu and fuck the Veronica Mars reboot. I loved it. It was a great reboot, but it ended so unbelievably stupid that I can't.
What happened?
Would you like me to tell you?
Yeah, why not? I told you that
That's true.
I told you a lot about
Spoiler alert. Actually, you know what? We'll get into the romance first. You're Spike and Buffy.
Okay.
The perfect couple.
Veronica and what's his name? Logan?
Veronica and Logan.
Okay.
Logan is a piece of shit at the beginning of the show because Logan has severe daddy issues and is just a piece of garbage human. However, then she develops a love for him because he's the bad boy. And then there's a whole bunch of other relationships that go on in the show, but Logan is the one that remains constant because by the end of the show, there's only 3 seasons. So by the end of the show, Logan is love of her life. At the end of the... Okay, actually, bigger thing. Logan and Veronica never end up together.
What?
Logan leaves at the end. Well, okay, I always forget there's a movie in between. Logan leaves the show at the end because Veronica has fallen in love with Piz, and Piz is somebody's older brother. But Veronica and Piz get married. They have this whole... do they get married? I don't know. Veronica and Piz are dating. They have this whole thing. No, they don't get married. But they've got this whole thing going on, whatever. The movie, which came out in between the show, which was a Kickstarter, a movie was in 2004, 15, somewhere around there-ish. So it was like... It was Veronica a little bit older. She had gotten not a real job, but like she was moving on with her career, whatever. The beginning of that movie, Logan comes back and they fall in love and it's cute and it's freaking adorable. They have this whole development because she's always loved Logan. They dated in the show, they stopped dating at the end, whatever. So at the end of the movie, they are together. Beginning of the reboot, they are all still together. End of the goddamn reboot. Veronica has solved the case, but she's doing that little Veronica thing where she sits awake in bed and she inner monologues and she's thinking about it and she's thinking about it. And she realizes that there's something up. And something's not right about this. Because the bad guy went down too easy. So she thinks about it and thinks about it. Logan is about to go to work. Logan leaves to get in his car. Logan opens the car door and it explodes and Logan dies.
What?
Yes. Logan fucking dies and Veronica watches from their upstairs window. And it pisses me because she couldn't get to him fast enough. She called him and he didn't... And literally in her driveway. Like she gets blown back by the blast when the window shatters. Logan fucking dies. So that's why fuck you, Hulu.
What the fuck?
Right?
What
so,
the fuck?
I've been waiting to rant about this forever. So yeah, my mom and I were watching it. We both went no, like it was so bad.
Oh no!
Because the bad guy was one step ahead, which never happens with Veronica because Veronica's always one step ahead. And he put a bomb in the car. And he said something, and she kept thinking of that, like, whatever he said over and over and over again until it finally clicked. She runs to the window to go open it and yell at him, and just as he opens the car door, and she gets blown back by the blast, and she cries, and that is the end of the goddamn show. So, you know what?
There's not going to be more to the reboot? That's it?
I think so. Oh, you know why? Because then it skips to a year later, maybe? So he's definitely dead. There's no, like, cliffhanger of, like, maybe he's alive and burning on the ground. No, he's dead. He's for sure dead. Because then it ends with her kind of coming to peace with it a year later. And it gets very noir-like, where she's got her aviators on. She's driving down the Pacific Coast Highway. She has left her dad because he is going to run the private detective business on her own. And she's going to go start her own whatever. She's driving down the PCH. She's monologuing. She's like, I've come to peace with Logan or whatever. And she's talking about it. And she just kind of gives one of her last, like, Veronica monologues. And it's so stupid because it's wicked out of character for her. Yes, she has come to peace with grief in the past. But Logan is different. Logan is incredibly different. Logan is, and always will be, her love. And she moves on. She would not have moved on in a year. I can guarantee you. Maybe it's a long period of time, but, like, she also would not have left her dad like that.
Yeah, no.
Like,
That's bullshit. They rushed the ending.
The worst part, I forgot. Logan, beginning of the reboot, Logan proposes to Veronica. And Veronica has always been, no marriage. My parents got divorced. I'm not gonna marry you. We can date for forever, but I will not marry you. Because that always ends in bad. And he's like, okay. So she finds a ring in his bag. Because he is a military man. He's in the Navy, I think. So he comes back from, like, wherever he was. And she's looking through his bag. She's like, there's sand in your bag, whatever. And the ring falls out. And he's like, by the way, I was going to ask you. And she has like a panic attack. She's like, no, I can't. Whatever. She leaves. End of the show, after she has solved the crime, he is like, so what about that whole marriage thing? And she's like, you know what? Okay. Because he, at the end of the show, has a moment where he almost dies. Like, they have this whole... He is helping solve the thing, and she thinks he's gonna die, and then she thinks he's dead for a second, and she just panics, and so she realizes, if I don't marry him now, I might never get the chance, and live in the moment, whatever. So she marries him. They elope at City Hall. It's a very cute little service. So they are married for about 5 minutes.
Good. Great.
Then he explodes.
Fuck.
Right? Right. They're not even, it's 5 minutes in the show. It's not 5 minutes in their lives.
Right,
They've been married for a couple months.
Still.
But still, they
That's
give you about
up.
5 minutes of fanfiction peace.
Yeah.
And then he opens a car door and blows up, and they expect her to move on. And it just, pissed me off so bad. Because it took them so long to get there.
They really killed him. They really
murdered him, and I will not watch another season if they come out with one because I don't care anymore. I
That's
love
so
Kristen
annoying.
Bell, I love Veronica Mars, but it just it grinds my gears.
Who writes that show? Isn't
I don't know.
Cordelia in that show at some point?
For a second, yeah. So is Allison Hannigan.
Queens.
Indeed. Amanda Seyfried plays her best friend.
Oh my god,
Who
I love
dies.
her. No.
Oh, that's the whole first season. The whole first season is about Lily, who is Amanda Seyfried, and solving her murder because she was Veronica's best friend, and she got murdered when they were sophomores in high school, and she went missing. And mid-season, you find out that she's dead, I think. And then the reason Veronica becomes a detective is because the police have not given up, but like are not going the right direction because the whole town is corrupt. So she is slowly solving her best friend's murder.
Oh wow!
And then you find out who it is at the end, and it's at the end of the first season, and it's so good. And then the second season is about committing him, and then he doesn't. He gets off not guilty because there's not enough evidence, and it's just I can't watch the second season because it just pisses me off. But yes, so
All right.
we should watch Veronica Mars because it's my favorite thing.
Noted. Sounds like a good show.
Oh, it's so good. You'd love it.
I think that's all we have time for tonight. I want to thank my sponsors real quick. Not my sponsors, my patrons. I don't have sponsors.
Technically, you're sponsored.
I mean, y'all are sponsoring me for sure. The first one being Haley.
Me.
The second one being IDK LLZ, which is Noah. I
Oh.
recently found out, yeah. Willow's mom, Caitlin St. Louis, Sophia, Tina, Shelby Church, Sophia again. Is that the same Sophia? Might be. Emily Buchanan, Amanda Satterfield, Kat, Holly Rapkin, Mary Cabral, Molly, and Gina. Thank you all very much for supporting me and doing your shit. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me take $1 from you. Feel free to end that anytime because I have been really flaky and I did pause all of the pledges for October. Now that I'm doing podcasts regularly again, those will be back up. Links to all my shit will be below. Links to Haley's shit as well. And if you want to hear more from us about TV or any other subject, or you just like the fact that Haley's part of my podcast, let me know. I'll bring her back. It's more fun with other people, to be honest with you.
I think it's going to be longer, too. That was really
Yeah, I think we had more to say.
Yeah.
Because I get tired of my own voice. But thank you guys so much for listening. I will hopefully have another one for you next week.
Peep the next podcast for fanfiction.
Yes! Of us reading 2012. Oh man, I wish I still had my Panic at the Disco fanfic that I wrote. That thing is long gone. But yeah, it was pretty popular. People liked it. I don't know why. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, podcast.